Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen of the interwebs. This is Nord Not Work. We are back on the Nebulous server. Now, I know I said last time that we were going to be going back to Spawn Village and maybe sprucing up my area there a little bit, but frankly, it's a really long way back and I don't feel like making that hike. So, we're probably going to stay here at least until the build contest is over. Then we can actually make the portal and drop our, I don't know, 10-15 minute walk down to about a 2-minute cart ride. So until then, we're just going to keep working around here some. Sound good? Okay. So, I have gotten quite a bit of work done. The other guys in the server seem to think that I have a problem, that I am addicted to building, but I am not. It is not an addiction. I can stop when I want to. I just choose not to. So, we have quite a bit of things to show off around here. Now, if you guys watch NICAD's videos, you've probably seen a little bit of this in the background. If you don't, or if you weren't really paying attention, here you go. So this is the tower. Oh, let me turn clouds off because it is way up there. Okay, done, back to game. So there's the tower. So I opted to go for a waterfall feature rather than the original idea of the lighthouse, simply because I realized that some people on the server, their PCs aren't great, so something like the lighthouse idea would have lagged them to the point where I don't even know if they could have been out here. So, to be nice to them, I went for the least lag-inducing decorative thing that I could think of. So, there's that. Working on this area down here, which I have an idea of how I want to do this. Come on, break it. This is really the walkway to lead you up to the bridge. The bridge has undergone a pretty massive facelift, so get out here so that you can see it a little bit. And I've been building these little houses here and there. No real idea what to do with them yet. But this one, NICAD and myself were talking, and I think we came up with a pretty cool idea that this will eventually extend out a little bit more. And we're talking about turning this into the train station central hub. So the tracks that we've been laying for the tunnel back to spawn are right back there. So we're talking about digging and continuing under NICAD's towers through the lake, probably dig down and then fill with glass so that we can have a glass-lined track run up and then up into there. So that will be the drop-off. So that way, if you don't feel like going into the nether and going through the nether portal, you could just ride the rail the entire way. That railway is huge. I've gone through all of my iron, all of my gold, God knows how many stacks of wood just trying to get that laid out. And it's maybe halfway done. So I'm definitely going to have to do a bit of caving. Dead Chim and myself were talking, and the tunnel as is cuts through 2 or 3 abandoned mine shafts that I don't think anyone has explored yet. So we might be going over there a little bit later on and seeing what we can find. So that will most likely be the next episode. But for now, we're just kind of wandering around, touching some stuff up. So for this area, I want to knock these walls back a bit, and then we're probably going to put in some big pillar kind of structures. I'm thinking I've got some stained glass, so maybe backlight that so it looks almost like they're like there's other rooms behind there. So I'm going to work on knocking out some of this, and I will be back with you guys in a minute. So I've noticed that I have this bad habit of saying that I'll be right back and then progressing way further than I mean to before I start recording again. So let's just do this together, shall we? So I'm trying to give this entranceway a bit more of a regal look. I'd used the wood originally, which looked nice, but it looked a little too rustic, and I didn't really want that feel. So I'm going for the nether quartz, giving it more of the Roman regal kind of look to it. So it's using a ton of quartz, but I did make a special trip to the nether just to gather for this project. So I've got a good amount left. Hopefully it'll be enough to do this. So now what I'm doing, I'm offsetting each of the corner points. So this will be like a little intersection down here. Right over that way is Dead Chim's place. And I know he's burrowing into the wall, so he doesn't really have a way into his place yet. So I'm kind of trying to do this so if he wants to connect to the ground level through here, it'll be easier for him. He can just punch straight through this way, and it will go right up into, let me get up here so you can see, right into his house, which is inside of there. So, now if he doesn't want to connect that way, I don't know. He'll figure something out. And then I figure this way, over here, I might put in a big community storage area where just have rows of chests for any kind of catch-all storage. So extra cobble, extra smooth stone, basically just building blocks that anyone who comes out here and needs to grab stuff can just look in those chests and take whatever they want. So we'll see how that goes. So this guy comes here. So this would be another section. On the plus side, these sections here don't use as much quartz because there's less space. So, should have plenty. I'm not nervous about that. Can you tell? I just really don't want to have to go and make that walk back because it is really far. Okay. So that's that. So those are the cardinal points. We've got this big cross section, smaller. Okay. So let's go up and get some block placement. Give myself a little walkway. I've got a cool idea for the towers that attach to the bridge out front, which I want you guys to tell me what you think. Unfinished towers. Basically, I want to have one side finished, but have the other side like it's still being constructed with a crane of some sort on top. Kind of like, that wasn't right. If you've seen the new Sherlock Holmes movies, when they show the London Bridge and it's obvious that it's still under construction, they've got the big pulley cranes kind of hanging off the top of it. Something like that. Why place in the hole? There we go. I have to figure out a lighting system for in here. I might have this dome back up a little bit, because I should be far enough below the surface here that I can still get a couple of blocks of empty space, and then hang some kind of chandelier down into the center there. I don't know. I'm kind of just doing all this on the fly because I don't really have any concrete plans in my head, which is probably not the best way to build. I didn't go into creative or anything like that to get ideas. I'm just kind of doing it on the fly. But that is my way down. Have to grab that coal in a second. Okay. Oh, this is the one. That's not going to be nearly enough stairs. The problem is getting the quartz. Even traveling back to spawn isn't enough, because spawn nether has been pretty much picked clean. So I have to go to spawn and then go into the nether and go down NG's long hallway to get to where he has his wither killing area, and then run about 300 blocks from there to the non-claimed part of the nether, so that I can start gathering up quartz and looking for glowstone and all that stuff. So it's not that it's just 3,000 blocks back to spawn. It's 3,000 to spawn, 100 through the nether, 1,000 through the nether over to NG's, and then another couple hundred to find an open area, fighting gas and blazes and all that stuff. So it's a real pain to run out of this stuff. I'm really looking forward to when we can finally open up the portal over here, because this is so far from where anyone else has been. It'll be like a brand new nether. We might be able to find a fortress. We might be able to, I don't know, just, it'll make life a lot easier. We'll leave it at that. But for now, I just have to be sparing with what I use. So let's fill that hole and that hole. And nope. Using the BOO building method here of anywhere you can't see, use inferior grade products. So filling in the holes with dirt. Okay, how's this look? That is nice. I like that. It's kind of hard in this game to get a true sense of scale. I don't know why, but it just kind of throws off, because you can see that's really not that tall. And when you're up at the top, it doesn't look tall at all. I mean, it just looks like, you know, I don't know, 10 feet up. When you're down here and you're looking up at it, it feels huge, which is interesting, but definitely makes planning out builds a little more difficult. So, okay, I'll be back in a little bit. I need to figure out what I want to do this storage area in, and we'll pick up from there. So I'll see you guys in a bit. Okay guys, I am back. Figured we would end the video with a quick look at what I came up with, and then maybe a quick run around so I can show everything that's changed around here, because NG's been back and I've changed the inside of this place up a little. So yeah, let's take a look. So you come in and I've got this great big edifice on the front here, and I really like the contrast between the quartz and the darker woods, the spruce and the dark oak. So I used a lot of that there. I'm going to go for pretty much a wall of chests. Probably do that, and then stuck in the door. Have some of these guys. Just break up the look a little bit. So probably put them just as a row of them, and then next row up top, and then row of stairs, pretty much up to the ceiling. And what I want to do is hook up some hoppers from the top chest that just feed down into the bottom, so you can kind of come in and just load. Probably get a system where, actually, that might be interesting. But then we run into the lagging issue. I was thinking put something out here where you could just come and just drop off all of your dirt and gravel and cobble and everything, and then it would shuttle through into here, kind of like what Doc M has going in his swamp build. But I know that works with gravity because it gets pulled down. So we would have to have the load chest up top, which I suppose that'd be kind of a pain. I don't know. I might look into it. I might even just have these as the top and dig down below and just kind of have for overflow storage. Maybe there's a behind this wall here there was a, where are you? Yeah, down here. There's a mine, or not a mine, but a oh, don't drop it when I'm on it. It's down there somewhere. There seems to be a cave system down there that's all dark, so might go take a look at that. But for now, so yeah, this is what I did. Simple floor layout, just a repeating pattern. Oh, why am I using them? Whatever. I'll fix that later. Use some of the coal blocks, which is kind of expensive, but it's coal and that's everywhere, so meh. But yeah, so that's the entranceway so far. So I've changed up the bridge which we would really need to be. Let me get some of my ender pearls on the bar. Just head over here. So, looks like we got some mobs spawning under there. But changed up the bridge. There's this big pipe now that runs through the center of the build. That my build is kind of merging with Dead Chim's, where we kind of went for the same style roofs, the same look. So it kind of makes sense that they merge together. So this is eventually going to become some farmlands, which will all be fed from this pipe, which it's getting its water from my pipe coming out of my build. And that also, let's see if I can do this without falling off the side. The pipe splits. It's going to run right smack dab through the middle of this building. This is probably going to go up another level or two, because, like I said before, that's eventually going to become a train station docking area. So the main incoming will let off on this first floor, and then I'm thinking might go up a level, and we might have some monorail type systems that come out from the second or third level and go out to the different features that are around here, because we've got desert and roof forest that way, a lot of extreme hills and taiga that way, and then big open plains over there. So kind of just a quick way to shuttle people around to get to the different builds, different areas. And I'm hoping that we will be having some more activity on the server soon. So, because at this point, there's really only, I don't know, 5 of us or 6 of us that really show up on a regular basis. And we're kind of hoping to improve upon that. And we will talk about that more later. So, that's what I've done. Now, Dead Chim, how do I get in there? Let's see if we can do this without dying. This goes here. And do I hit? Yeah, there we go. So Dead Chim has been building over here. He's going straight in, and he drops down a little bit. So I think the offshoot of what I'm building could eventually just pop right into here for him. So next time he's on with me, we'll have to talk about that. Now his way down is right here. He's got the little garden area. And this was interesting. This was a late night, me and him just talking and just randomly placing blocks. Completely just out of our mind tired. And we made a garden somehow. So he liked it. He decided to leave it. Let's come up here real quick. Oh, haven't really come up the back way here yet. Usually just run off the bridge. But let's see what NG has going on. And I have to say, I don't envy him building on the top of the extreme hills here, because snow just annoys the hell out of me. It would drive me nuts having to constantly keep clearing that off of my build. So I know down there, that goes all the way down to bedrock. And he's got his beacon with haste to be able to just tear through. So he's been doing some work on his ship. He's getting the dark wood on the outside, giving it a two-tone hull color, which I like a lot. I'm still waiting to see what he's going to do with the sails here. If he's going to do just a regular sail, or if we're going more of the balloon style. Either way, it'll look pretty good. I'm liking this a lot. At this point, I don't think any of us really care who wins the build contest. We just kind of all want it to be done. So, Val has not been back since he built his tower. So let's go see if we can get over near NICAD. That was a heck of a throw. I know he just posted a video showing his progress, which it's looking great over here. I really like it a lot. The spiral staircase inside of the glass there. I love the two-tone of the outer side of like the logs with the spruce planking underneath. Just looks great. He did over here. This is a little cow breeding area that you should really check out his videos. I'm not going to go inside and poke around too much. But he's got a pretty nifty system worked out for the cow breeding where you can pretty much guarantee that you'll never deplete your breed stock. And it's not bad. I mean, I was about... I needed to get to, I think, level 28 for... I was naming this guy. Abaddon's Caress. It was a new sword that I got. And I think I was like level 25. And I bred up all the cows. And I came back down here. And I just collected the XP from the breeding. Didn't even slaughter. And it got me to 29 or 30. Or, no, sorry. I was at 35. And I needed to get to 38. Because I know once you go over 30, it becomes exponentially more that you need to get to the next level. So it's a nice little way just to get a boost of XP. We don't have to worry about running out of leather and steak and all that. But anyway, check out his channel. Look at what he did. And marvel in the steampunkiness of it. Anyway, I am NordNotWork signing off, and I will see you guys next time on the Nebulous. Bye.